All right. Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager 6 stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not pictured on your screen, is FHM producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with the sensational 70s, the Vancouver Canucks in the NHL. Jeff, you have failed once again to win a Stanley Cup.
Well,
How do you still have a job?
at least I won a playoff series, which is more than we can say for your stream.
Yeah. Well, whatever. Yes.
I'm
So we
getting
did
closer.
win.
Let me just look at
It's
the.
July 1st of 1970. What are we going to do?
First of all, let's take a quick look at the history. This is what we've done so far in this game. You can see, if you haven't been following us so far, we sort of an alternate history thing where the NHL expanded differently in the 60s, and we brought the Canucks in on our own in 1965, and then have been gradually adding teams since then. And you see from the record, we have been steadily improving every year. Well, the attendance has gone down. I just noticed that. So fans are maybe running out of patience with us. But we made it into the second round of the playoffs for the first time last year. And I'd say we've got a fairly solid team at this point. Defensively, maybe could use a little more depth, but our young guys are developing nicely. We got a great goalie in Tony Esposito. And we got some scoring, although some of the scoring is getting a little older, and I would like the younger guys to running our Bears up to 2.5 stars. But you'd like the younger guys to get a little bit more development there. But we are at the start. We're on July 1st, so we can make league changes now if we want to. So I guess we're going to expand, eh?
I think that probably makes sense. At least,
Nope, I haven't done anything yet.
I think we probably just want to do a small expansion again, just because of where we're drafting. We're currently 8th, so if we jump down to 10th, just adding 2 teams, I think makes the most amount of sense.
Are you still getting a stream on yours?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's weird. It's doing something. It kicked me over to Rich's last stream.
No, we're fine. I'm
Okay,
seeing
there we
you
go.
sitting
Yeah, okay, there
on-
we go. I'm back to strange. Okay, should be okay now, I hope. Hopefully that's not getting all chopped up when you go to...
We'll deal with it as it is.
Yep. Okay, so back to where we were. We need to add, we're going to expand the leagues, so I guess we said Buffalo is due to come in, right?
Yes. So
1978, which would have been their historical one.
we're going to add them in the East.
Well, think about who we are they the most easterly? Yeah, they're farther east than Detroit. So if we had to move anybody, Detroit would be going west. But let's put them in here, and I will use the add his team to do that, since it should be give us all historical data. So Buffalo, but we need somebody to put in the other division or in this one and move somebody over.
Okay, so we're putting Buffalo in the
East.
East. All right. So we talked about in this game now, because we're doing expansion like this. We talked about the possibility of bringing in WHA teams as well.
Yeah, it's 2 years before they would have appeared, but we could do that.
Oh, lovely. I do have a good thought for a team we should bring in, who's not really West though.
What is it?
Bring the Bulls in.
Birmingham Bulls?
Yes.
No, I think that's a
It's a
little
throwback
more
to your
mid-70s.
SPH.
They didn't even get going
Throwback.
till like 75 or 76, I think. Yeah, I think it was 75, 76 that they started.
So what? It's an awesome logo.
I'm wondering if maybe we should do the start adding the WHA teams like in another year or two.
Okay, we can
Unless
do
we
that.
But we still need one more here. The next NHL expansion teams would have been Atlanta and the Islanders after this.
Oh, okay, but let's not focus on that. What if we bring in a team that cease to exist, or a team that would change. For instance, we already in the West have the Colorado Rockies who came in a little bit early. Hi, Gudu, thanks for coming out in the chat. So if the Colorado Rockies stay, what if we bring in Kansas City as another team
Could do that. Yeah, that would.
and really mess up history?
Yeah, or they came in with Washington, so we could do that. But no, I think Kansas City sounds interesting. So let me do that.
Gives St. Louis a bit of a rival.
All right, I gotta pick. Oh, this is a little oddity here with the add historical team because we've already got the already used.
So we're
the
gonna just have to
Rockies
add them manually.
franchise. We'll have to add it manually. Can't type today. Now we've got 2 divisions of 8 teams each. I think we should split it into, or 2 conferences rather of 8 teams each. Split it.
I don't not this season. Not this season. Yeah, let's leave everything as it is. We'll bring in another 2 teams next year, and then we could split it up a little bit.
And what? So half the teams in the league will make the playoffs. That makes sense.
That's very NHL of us, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Generate the schedule. Expansion draft rules. I don't think anybody gets excluded. We haven't expanded in a couple of years, so that's reasonably fair. I think maybe just go with the defaults.
I think you can turn down the max amount of players lost per team to say cap it at 10.
Oh, okay, I was going to say 5. Let's go with 8.
Okay, 8.
Well,
Other than that,
because it's only 2 teams picking out of 14. I don't think that's going to happen. But
other than that, we can leave it. Did you want experience-based exemption too?
Yeah, okay, let's do it that way. And anybody in their first 2 years is exempt. And no new movement clauses. We don't have to worry about that. We're going to do it a little. We want to do this after the expansion draft, or after the amateur draft, rather.
So say July 8th.
Sounds good. Just for this week, Gudu. Had to move something around for the stream time this week. And protected, I don't think we need to. Should we go up to, say, 4 defensemen protected and 8 forwards?
I think just leave it as it is. Makes it more interesting.
Okay, well, we'll see what they get, and if they look a little weak this year, we'll remember for the next one.
Absolutely.
Crank it up a little bit.
Now, because Jeff added Kansas City in, actually, I'm sorry, Jeff, I missed you on your screen. When you add a team that's not historical, it'll generate a team that is from some place. So what you will need to do is adjust where their actual place is by editing that team. So for instance, in my game, it said that they were in Phoenix. So I probably want to move my city to Kansas City.
City, Missouri.
With a simple team edit.
Colors. I'm just going for something in the ballpark, and we can adjust these with the exact colors later.
It was white and blue, was it not?
Blue, red, and yellow.
Blue, red, and yellow.
Approximately. Looking to the simplified versions.
And they won't have their logo, but Jeff will make sure to add that next time because we couldn't decide what team to add. So, of course, all the logos are. Well, Kansas City wasn't an actual NHL team, and so I believe those are in the game, correct?
Yep, they will be in the game, but I think the way they're named right now, because we started Kansas City a little early. Can you quickly look up the name of the Kansas City Arena?
Give me a second.
Rivalry to start with.
Things are loading.
Yeah.
They played in the Hy-Vee Arena.
The what?
At the time.
Check that
HY/VEE.
Is that the actual arena? Is that like the sponsor name now, or?
I have no idea. That's what quick Google says. Built in 1974. Well, that's previously known as the Kemper Arena. There you go.
Kemper Arena. That sounds right. Capacity?
Capacity is roughly 17,500, but that was from 1988. Can't see before that. So let's just go with 16,000.
And no luxury boxes. Come on.
Oh, wait, here we go. They actually replaced an 8,000 seat arena is where they started.
I'll just give them 17,000 to begin with. We'll assume they did that right off the start. Okay, I think we are good here.
Fascinating. In 1979, there was a roof collapse.
It's never a good thing.
No.
Okay. So we got the Scouts. I'm just going to quickly check the Sabres, but they look okay. Yeah.
Jeff, do you know what happened today in Canucks history, by the way?
Does this involve Messier somehow?
It does not.
Okay.
It involves your favorite Canucks coach.
June 25th, Roger Nielsen.
No.
Bill LaForge?
No. You're thinking too old.
Mike Keenan.
Still too old. It was on this day that they hired John Tortorella.
I didn't mind Torts that much.
I didn't say you did. In fact,
not my favorite, not even close to my favorite, but okay. So let's get ahead to the amateur draft. I think we don't need to. Take a very quick look at the free agent pool.
Now, again, in historical, you're not going to see a lot of
you'll see a lot
great
of
free agents.
Yeah, right now it's just. Let's do this.
You may want to grab another goaltender looking here. Just.
I'm wondering if I should take one just because I think we may lose our backup in the expansion draft.
Well, I see Gilles Gilbert is
that
available.
would make sense. Gilbert.
Or Jim Rutherford is around too. If you want to keep our coach and GM theme going.
New Gilbert. But I don't think there is much in the way of other guys worth signing. Some 1.5-star prospects, but
Trache is available.
Guy Trache. Oops, what we got here? Oh, Jake Milford, eventual Canucks GM, and actually the Sabres took Jake Milford, the Canucks GM in the 80s, as their first GM, and Hal Lako, the Canucks coach in the mid-70s, as their coach. And this is Kansas City, it's calling them by the other name, but takes Bud Poyle and Red Sullivan as the GM and coach.
All right. In mine, Scotty Bowman was named GM, and Fred Shearer was named as head coach.
Well, not a bad starting pair. A couple of minor trades. Oh, Gary Dornhofer gets out of. Oh, he's going back to Boston. He'd been for Norm Ferguson. All right, we on draft day?
The draft is on the 3rd.
Okay, so Kansas City, Buffalo are picking 1-2, and we are 10th overall.
And this is a stacked draft class.
Yeah, the Lafleur Dion draft.
And Larry Robinson.
McMartin's in there too, and technically Vladislav Tretiak, although you're not going to be able to get him if we select him because we've still got the Iron Curtain rule on. Okay, so I'm just going to next pick through the first couple. Dion goes first to Kansas City, which should mean Lafleur second to Buffalo. Yep, no surprise there. And just picking ahead until Human. Oh, Hartland Monahan, 6th overall. That's kind of a stretch. But it's our turn. And let's see, it's pretty much the non-selectable Europeans. Let's see, I've got John Garrett, future Canuck at 2. Yeah, we're just down to the 2.5 star guys, really. Okay,
Well,
what do we need?
Is Eric Kuhnhackl able to come over and play?
Yeah, well, he's based in Germany, so he's Czech, but he moved to Germany, so I think he's got German nationality in this, so he should be signable. We do need a little scoring on left wing. Just to center the 1 star.
Kuhnhackl's got some skill in left wing.
Oh, the alternative is, actually on left wing, I just noticed is that Dan Maloney, who's going to have add a lot of toughness on left wing too, and can score a little bit.
He might be there in round 2.
No way. He's like nowhere. It's in the 4th or 5th guy. Oh, there are sure a lot of 2.5 star guys there.
Some people coming into the chat and already mentioning, yes, the Steam summer sale is on now, and you can get FHM 6 for the low price of $9.99 USD.
Or might be getting a little old center. Yeah, Delvecchio's 37, who we picked up as a rental. Hampson's 33, Kurtenbach's 35. Lacroix is
Take
the
the
youngest
German. Don't forget, we still have our tough guy anyways on our team.
The Hammer.
Exactly. Gudu in the chat says, thoughts on the 2020 Hall of Fame inductees?
Kevin Lowe. Well then.
Kevin Lowe was an interesting choice. I know a lot of people might disagree, but I'm not a huge fan of Jerome McGinley getting in.
Makes a lot more sense than Kevin Lowe. Okay,
Not.
Make a decision.
I'm sure Kevin Lowe got in for his excellent GM abilities.
I'm gonna go with Maloney.
Oh, Jeff, you're killing
It's
me.
the 70s. You got to go with the tough guy. Next pickup. Should probably get a center because they're getting older. And guess what? Kuhnhackl is still around. So I will take him now. And watch, I won't be able to sign him because he's got that. I'm pretty sure that's the way we've got the Iron Curtain rule set up. You will be able to get him.
Well, if we did get him in the second round, that could be a steal.
Yep.
And so yeah, the Hockey Hall of Fame class, I'm very back and forth on it. I'm still kind of shocked Alexander Mogilny hasn't got in.
Yeah, that's. I mean, he was one dimensional, but it was a hell of a dimension.
He played really well.
Okay, defenseman next, I think, just for the sake of depth.
Okay, we can't sign Kunako.
We can't. Oh, that's great. I got to check that thing because he should be signable theoretically. Not seeing a lot of great defenseman candidates.
For
Dennis
what? Sorry.
O'Brien, who's a little older, solid guy for
Jeff, what are
Cleveland.
you looking at right now?
What?
It's a 2-round draft.
I knew that.
Of course. That's why we're just looking through the draft class.
Okay.
So the draft's over, and now more importantly, we get to get ready for our protection lists.
Yeah, let me just get the 2 draft picks under contract and let me see if I can.
One draft.
That is messed up. Germany should not be on that list. I'm going to check that.
Uh-oh, the chat's laughing hard at someone. Not saying who.
Yeah. It's actually one thing I should mention. That's one thing we're working on changing for next year because we've edited the historical format. We're stuck with that draft format for the rest of the game. So next year we're trying to make the historical editing a little more flexible so you can change the draft up and you can go back to a normal 8-9 round, or if you're in the 70s, 30 rounds or whatever it was, instead of being committed to that for the rest of the game. Okay, he's signed. See, now is when I should look at the free agents and see
That is an excellent point.
grabbing. Catola, we lost to free agency. I'm assuming he's going back to Finland unless he. Oh, now he wants to talk to us. Okay. So I will try re-signing him since he's the only 2-star potential guy left out there. And it drops off badly after that. Still Guy Trottier hanging around. Well, let's see what happens to us in the expansion draft. And
Weren't we going to try and find, or am I thinking of something else? Weren't we trying to find another Swedish guy? Oh, that was a goaltender we signed already.
yeah, we did that last year.
Oh, and a
The
defenseman.
Abrahamson brothers. We've still got them. Okay, so Esposito, obviously, we're going to protect in goal, and we need 3 defensemen to protect Guy Lapointe. That's the no-brainer.
I think it's Brewer and Kearns.
Well, Bergman's there too. Kearns is still only at 1.5 stars, so we might just sneak him through. I'm actually a little more.
You want to risk that?
Losing Carvel Brewer definitely will protect him.
You want to risk losing our 24-year-old defenseman versus a 31-year-old?
I think I'd rather take I think I'm going to protect Korab actually, because he's only 21. He's ahead of Kearns development-wise, and he's got 1 extra half-star ahead of Bergman for potential.
I like that.
I'm pretty sure we're going to lose Gary Bergman now.
Probably.
Okay, forwards. This gets tough because we've got a lot of old guys.
Reggie Leach is the first guy.
Yeah, Leach and Rene Robert as well. A couple of the recent draft picks.
Probably should protect the captain.
Red Baron,
And-
definitely.
Andre Lacroix.
Yep, he had his breakout year last year. Johnny McKenzie's only... Okay, out of McKenzie or Connolly? Production-wise, they're about dead even. I might end up protecting both, but I'm going to put Connolly on the list first. And yeah, I guess we have to hang on to Hampson since he's the captain.
I think it's McKenzie after that.
We're going to stick with Delvecchio at 37. I don't know if that's... We've got one more guy to protect, and it's either...
I think keep McKenzie.
Yeah, McKenzie... We may get... wind up losing a lot of guys here.
I guess the other thing is we could lose Dave Schultz too here, which would be unfortunate.
Yeah, but if you start potential, we got to take that chance, I think.
Not disagreeing.
I think we're going to lose a lot of depth here.
Let's see.
Position-wise, okay, we got two centers. Really got to get one of these probably Leach trained over to left wing.
We talked about Anders Hedberg, moving him over to left.
Yeah, we don't have to protect him here now, so he's not on the list. Okay, we protected McKenzie. Have him on signed. Well, actually, we may not lose a goalie. There's a pretty solid list of them available. So
Well, we lost one in mine already.
actually, I'll just do that.
Ooh.
Run through the whole thing quickly, and then we can take a look at the
Oh, boy.
logs. So let's see. Buffalo winds up with... Oh, that's kind of... They didn't go for the veterans at all in goal. Roy Edwards, Jack Norris, and Wayne Rutledge in goal. And we do lose Wayne Stevenson to Kansas City, unfortunately. Bergman is gone. That's no surprise. We knew that was coming. Lost Barclay Plager to Kansas City, and then his brother Bob goes right after that to Buffalo. Lost Kearns to Kansas City. Lost Delvecchio to Kansas City. I think we should have set the maximum losses lower. No, Dean Prentice, that kind of does us a favor. Gets that 37-year-old out of there. Man, Kansas City's going to have a high average age. So let's see, that's about all the damage to us. What can I fix by bringing players up? Hedberg is coming up this year. Oh, Hedberg's up to 4-star potential. Nice.
Excellent.
He was started at 3.
We're probably going to have to sign some defensemen here or something, though. I think our defense got kind
Yeah, looks like Pat Quinn might get a chance after all with us.
It's a rough go. So yes, as we said earlier, Franchise Hockey Manager 6 is on sale during the summer sale for its lowest price of the year, $9.99 USD. Available both on Steam or through our website, which is otpdevelopments.com.
So Berenson might need to go back in the middle, or we could try running a bear in there. Okay, I think we can fill these holes. Ooh, man, yeah, you're right. We need defensemen. Ouch. Didn't think we got hurt that bad. Actually, I'm going to try... What have we got a lot of right now? That we don't need. Claude LaRose, who's sort of 2 stars and hanging around as our 4th line right wing. Getting in Hedberg's way right now. Let me see if I shop him. Do I get any defensemen offered back? I get a whole bunch of offers. On Blackburn, no. Forward. One-star defense from Colorado. No, thank you. Forward, forward. Forward, forward. Come on, somebody give me a defenseman. Forward, forward. Another forward. Man. So the only defenseman I got offered is Dwight Carruthers from Colorado's one star and isn't going to get any better. No, I'm not going to throw that away. Anybody else I can try? I'm trying shopping Bill Collins, minor leaguer, and if I can get a defenseman for him, even if it's a bad one, that's not a bad deal. Oh, we can get Eddie Shack back. Okay, there's one defenseman, two defensemen.
Did you say get Eddie Shack back?
Yep.
How long ago was it we had him?
Quite a while. Oh, I'm getting down to the Laurels ones there. All right.
Are you just trying to trade everybody away now?
No, I'm just trying to swap a forward for a defenseman. Oh, there we go. 1.5 star. Matt Ravlich. Not to be confused with former lineman Matt Pavlich. So he goes for Collins. That gets us back up to 8 defensemen at least, although I think we still need to sign a couple of free agents. Just for the
Sounds
sake
like a
of
good plan.
depth. Filter everything out except the defenseman. And there is very little there. Bob Paradis, who didn't want to re-sign with us. Oh, come on. This is hilarious. The guy's a 1.5 or a half a star, 1 star potential, and he wants a no trade clause. I don't think so. So Paul Hurley, the only decent defenseman remaining, gets a contract. And is there anybody in here who's even recognizable to me? Noel Price, who's actually seems to have declined prematurely because he was still, I remember him still playing, I think, until about the mid-70s. So I'm going to take a shot on him just as a 9th or 10th defenseman. And are we okay depth-wise for forwards? I'm just going to get a couple free agents just on the off chance we get injuries. Particularly a center, I think. And okay, Ron Huston, 1.5 star potential. And he's always there, so let's finally sign Guy Trottier. Okay, continuing on. Do all the number assignments for the guys that called up. And a few other trades still going on around the league. Okay, Noel Price signed with us, so first part of our defensive depth. And we got all the other guys too, Hurley, Trottier, and Houston.
Finished reestablishing it?
Finished what?
Reestablishing the defensive core.
Yeah, well, such as it is.
Well, it tells you something when they demolished our roster.
Yeah, we collected all that depth over the last few years, and I think when we do add the WHA teams, because we're going to make the NHL a lot bigger than it was historically, we need to crank up the protected list a little more and set a limit on what we can lose.
Yes, well, we should see more players generated in the next couple of years, right?
Yeah.
Which will make a difference.
Okay, so... Oh, we need a four-string goalie. Oh, we made somebody an offer.
Are you sure about that? I thought we had lots of goalies still. Or did you trade one away?
We lost Stevenson in the... Oh, no, we still got... no, I'm an idiot. I wasn't looking at their minor league team.
I was going to say, we have 5 goalies on mine, so I was just... Why I'm asking.
Call up Andy Brown, give him a shot in training camp, although I don't think he's going to get anywhere. Still a lot of minor deals going on around the league. Sort of midterm off-season development report. Nothing spectacular. Ferguson, Hampson continuing to decline. Okay, and the big training camp development report.
Ooh.
Gilbert up 3 points, good. Houston is saying, well, Reggie Leach had a ton. And Anders Hedberg had 2 tons. Oh, they're not really particularly useful ones for him too, though. He's a much better shot blocker now, which is what you really want on your potential first line right wing.
Come on, left wing.
Or left wing, either way. We did lose an assistant captain, so I think we're going to stick with Hampson and Berenson as this seeing the first day. Going to mental ratings, check leadership, the guys that are left. Okay, McKenzie is highest, has good determination. Oh, but Brewer is 20 determination. That's sort of a secondary thing you want to look at when you're selecting captains. Leadership first, determination and higher age is probably useful too. But he will get Berenson's A2, so Brewer gets A1, taking over Bergman's spot, I think that was. And Thiei is doing the lines. It sits out running Rivera, which is not great. Maloney's struggling to push out Schultz, I guess. Wow, that D got cleaned out. So the first line doesn't look too bad. Lacroix, Berenson, McKenzie. Oh, it's Dave Schultz on that second line. Get him to be a little bit more aggressive. Set him in the goon role. With Hampson around. Okay, LaRose is way too high. Swap him with Leach, and Leach gets a shot in the second line. Let's hope he does something with it. And we got our first exhibition game against Minnesota today, so I think we'll go with this lineup to begin with.
Good plan.
Oh wait, no, do I want... No, I'll rotate Hedberg in. And I'm just going to sim that. 5-4 win, but that's not a great team we're playing against, so not an incredibly promising start. Oh wait, so when have we got Connolly at center? No. Not sure why I improved there. And here I'm just going to swap one guy out at each position per game, just to see if anybody's going to stand out. Not really sure how much longer Ferguson's going to be able to stick around in there.
Hopefully for a while.
He keeps declining now. Okay. Sort of the B lineup in now against Montreal. Probably going to be ugly. Oh no, we won 6-4.
Excellent.
And Jerry Korab, I guess it was a good idea to protect him. Picked up 2 points, a couple of assists. But Wayne Connolly got hurt. Strained foot, 1 to 2 weeks. Oh well. It'd be real nice if Quinn turned it around. Could at least get an extra half star or so. And Montreal again. Starting Andy Brown, the third stringer against them, and comes up with a 4-1 win. Huh. What's going on with Montreal? Did they get cleaned out?
Definitely hurts them without
No,
having.
they didn't even lose Charlie Hodge, a backup goalie, so they got 2 great goalies. Cornway's still there. Jean Beliveau is still actually stronger than he was, I think, in real life at this point. And, you know, defense is still great. LaPerriere, Tremblay's there. Oh, no, a little after that it drops off, though. All 1-star guys. That may be why. Oh, I was going to take a look at how the Buffalo and Kansas City lineups shaped up. Well, Buffalo's got some defensive depth. Oh, and some forward depth, too. Wow. All right, because they got Kurtenbach from us. And, well, Wayne Cashman, they get him, yeah, they got him out of Boston, where he hadn't been developing much.
Team is going to be pretty good.
Yeah, that's actually a decent team in Buffalo. I think we made the expansion draft a little too generous. And Kansas City with our old backup Stevenson, who's dropped down to 3-star potential from, I think we had 3.5 with us. Al Smith and goal. Okay, and Gary Bergman, our defenseman. D isn't quite on Kearns, too.
Well,
D isn't quite as good as Buffalo's.
live update just right now. Vancouver has officially pulled out of the running of being a hub city.
Oh well. Somebody else can take the dozens of coronavirus cases that's going to bring in. And yeah, Kansas City's looking good too with Dion. Wow, better than us at center now. Yeah, we made an expansion draft too generous. Oh, great. And Brewer and Point are both out day to day.
Well, even even if it's not great this year, they'll get theirs next year.
And the Leafs beat us 6-4 to end our undefeated exhibition streak. Okay, gonna let the AI make some. Actually, I'm gonna send some guys down now that we make our first round of training camp cuts, I guess. Brown, take us down to 3 goalies. I'm not gonna move any defensemen because we got so many guys hurt. And Paul Hurley, who I thought had one, wasn't he a 1.5 star guy? He's down to half. That fell quickly.
Ooh.
Trottier down. Austin, Houston down. AI really wants to use Dennis Hextall as a center. Okay, what do we make of the lines with that setup? So it's going to be close to what we use in the regular season. Whoa, Dave Schultz at center. No, I do not want that. How do I Force Lacroix on the first line. Does that juggle things around? Nope, still not that sensible. Oops, forgot to lock it. Oh, it's giving me, I think it's giving me the semi-random setup. It's the exhibition season. Leave it like that for now until we get into the regular season. Give Esposito another exhibition start, try and heat him up before the regular season starts, and he comes out with a shutout. And Red Berenson gets all 3 goals for us. 3-0 win. Try the same lineup the next night against the Rangers. And lose 5-1 this time. Okay. Oh, great. Reggie Leach got hurt. How bad? Oh, no. You're not going to like this.
Uh-oh.
Torn ACL. Indefinitely. Out indefinitely, onto the injured list. The good news from your perspective, though, Hedberg gets his chance now. Probably not the way you would have wanted it.
No, I don't think.
And 3-2 win over LA with Gilles Gilbert in goal. And now Dan Maloney gets injured. Knee contusion, 1 to 2 weeks. So the injuries are piling up already. Oh, great. Conley is hurt day to day with a strained foot. What was that?
I said, are you trying to injure everyone on the team?
Yeah, I just want to get out of this with no more injury. Oh, okay, we are at the end of the exhibition season, and nobody significant that we're going to lose to waivers. Should cut the roster down a bit more. Backup goalie, Gilbert looks like a better candidate right now than Gary Simmons, so I'm going to go with him.
What's wrong with that?
Brewer and LaPointe are almost back. Maybe we get them before the regular season starts if we're lucky. Maloney, I don't want to put any in. Neither one of those guys can go on the injured list yet. Leave it like that.
Choices, choices. And why does half the team have plus signs beside them, Jeff? What are you doing to these poor
Wasn't
men?
me. Okay, a lot of waivers around the league, and is there anyone we want? Jacques Caron would be a slightly better backup this season than Gilbert, but probably doesn't have the long-term potential because he's 30. And Simmons is our guy. Oh, Battleship Kelly.
Yes.
Gonna grab him just to get a little left-wing depth and toughness.
Based on the name alone.
We could have a brutal set of left wings. Him, Maloney, and Schultz.
While guys will be protected.
And do we have a better defenseman than we've got? Not so much, no. Okay. And we do get Kelly. And season preview, you think we're still a favorite?
Probably not.
Probably a good bet.
But we do have good goaltending.
Nope. Bruins, led by Bobby Orr, who missed a big chunk of the year to injury last year, but appears to be healthy again. And Montreal is the other one. I know in Chicago still has been the powerhouse, gradually getting cleaned out. Oh, we get we're mentioned as one of the dark horses. Big season by Tony Esposito might be able to make us a contender.
Good goaltender.
And yeah, Esposito is the best goaltender in the league, in fact. And it looks like Brad Park in Philly is finally reaching his potential. Yep, 4.5 stars, or obviously number one. And J.C. Tremblay only 3.5, but the third best in the league. And scoring race, Hull, Makita, and Gordie Howe is still in it.
Old man Gordie's still got another decade left.
Yep. Just curious, since we're going to be playing against him a lot, what kind of shape is Chicago in now? Glenn Hall is getting really old. He's up to 39 and down to 3.5 stars. And Don McLeod, their backup, isn't great. Oh, wow, their defense has really gotten cleaned out after Stapleton. Now they got Doug Jarrett, but no, that's a lot weaker than it used to be.
Still have Phil Esposito, don't they?
Center's still kind of scary. They got what's wrong with Esposito. That's only day to day. Not quite as much scoring depth as they used to have. No, they picked up Terry O'Reilly. And they got him in the draft, I guess.
Not as much scoring depth. Oh, Terry O'Reilly. Okay, well, maybe.
He was never that much of a scorer. I'll fix
might
those
be on that
logos
team.
for Kansas City, and we lost Oakland's logo.
That's because they changed names.
Oh, that's right. I should have done that. I should have changed that to California. And I've got to change the way that logo's formatted. I'll fix that next time. Okay, well, we're coming up on the hour, but we can. Man, that's a lot of injured guys. Okay, Maloney is going to be back soon, hopefully, as is Connolly. Oh, and White and Brewer, just minor ones, so I think we're all right here. Carl Brewer is back. I'm not going to rush anybody this early in the season.
Rush everybody? I like it.
Yeah. No point. You stay out until you're healthy. You're going to be our best defenseman soon. Oh, wow, Jim Maristow. Good God, is that really the best defenseman we've got? Ouch. Parody still wanting a no-trade clause. You know what, buddy? Go see if you can get that out to somebody else. We're going to let you go. Okay, Kelly is not going to make into the opening lineup, but he is the only spare forward we've got. So, first line, okay.
Do you still have Dennis Hextall on the team?
Yeah, he's going to be he's starting as our fourth line center, finally.
I was going to say, you could probably trade him and put him on the trade block to grab another defenseman. I just shopped Hextall and I got 24-year-old defenseman Gary Doak from Detroit.
Let me give it a try.
Who at least has 2-star potential. He's 1-star currently, but
I've got a bunch of offers for him. Roger Lafreniere, 1 star, no good. Dave Madio, 1.5 stars, eh. Old Larry Cahan, who is 36 at this point, 1.5 stars. I don't think we want that. Walter Bench, who we were offered before and didn't want. Nope, I didn't get anybody near that good, so I'm not going to move him. Okay, I think that's our line set. Oh, tactics, take a quick look. Why is the tempo set so low?
because our guys were old and getting tired.
Well, the old guys are all gone now. Actually, we got a lot younger now that I look at it. Yeah, nobody over 33 and a bunch under 25, so we're getting away from the 1960s look we had. Opening night against Pittsburgh. Let's just get this one in. Gonna play this one out. I think this is going to be the only one we're going to play today, and then show the goal highlights. Should be a win because they're a later expansion team than we are. But Wayne Rivers opens the scoring for them. Those lovely powder blue Penguins uniforms from the 70s or 60s even, I think.
Something that are special.
Ted Hampson, first goal of the season for our captain. Yeah, we're out shooting him. Okay, good enough first period. He won a couple more goals though. And nobody's shooting for the first few minutes of that. Back and forth, and JP Parise gets it, makes it 2-1 Pittsburgh. And that's how the period's going to end, despite them being outshot 20-8. They're beating us. Come on, guys. Oh, come on. 3-1 Penguins. We're going to lose this?
What are you doing, Jeff?
I don't know. They're beating us pretty badly in the third. Oh, no. We're finally getting some shots. Wow. Not the way I wanted to start. 3-1 loss to a team that is not that great. Good news is it looks like we're getting some guys back. Connolly and LaPointe are almost ready. And I'm just going to take a quick look at how Buffalo and Kansas City did in their first games. Buffalo got shut out 4-0 by the Rangers. Kansas City. 2-2 tie against the Flyers.
Not bad
So
at all.
yeah, we're a little past the hour, so I guess we'll wind it up here. And hopefully that's not an indication of how our season is going to go.
Hopefully not. No.
Yeah.
You want me to wind it up then? Is that
Yeah, go ahead.
all right? So thank you very much for tuning in to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, although, occasionally we might, move it around a little bit like tonight. You can, of course, find out when we stream by following us on Twitter. We're at Franchise Hockey. On Facebook, we're facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. You can, of course, join our official Discord, which you can find the link in our Twitter bio, or on our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click in the community button in the top right-hand corner, and that'll bring you to official forums. We can come talk about Franchise Hockey Manager, Out of Park Baseball, Perfect Team, or anything else you want to talk about. Also, right now, as we already mentioned previously on the stream, you can buy Franchise Hockey Manager 6 for the low price of $9.99 USD in the summer sale. You can buy it through Steam or through our website. Jeff, did I miss anything?
No, don't think so. If you're just picking up the game now and have questions, feel free to come by the website, or our forums, or the Steam FHM forum, or we're the subreddit too, /r/franchise hockey. We're there. Adam and I are around pretty regularly, so we can help out if you got a problem or a question or want to ask a question. So I think we will wind it up here. Oh, take a quick look. How many? We got some contracts we need to re-sign next year. We got a lot of guys expiring. So remember that, and then we will be back next week with Adam's Minnesota Wild game. Where are we starting a new season? Can't remember where we left off there.
No, we're getting close to the trade deadline.
Oh right, we were getting set up for your imminent playoff failure.
And having injuries pile up because you cursed us.
Oh yeah,
and then brought it over to the street.
Okay, thanks everybody for coming out, and we will see you next week.